All right, so we got another Kendra G video today. This one says, Dad to seven, three possibles, married three times, don't ask him for no money, bring peace, he won't be faithful. Lord, this video is 34 minutes and I don't know what I'm getting myself into, but let's go ahead and see what he's talking about.
Cute, child. You ready?
I'm always ready.
Is your name Carl?
Yeah,
Okay, I think. Oh, we got an echo. Carl, where you calling from, love?
I'm calling you from St. Louis.
Ooh, wipe your
St. Louis.
camera.
How old
Hmm?
are you?
54, old as hell.
54. Okay, you looking good for 54.
Thanks.
What you do for a living, Carl?
I do a few things.
Such as.
He was trying not to smile. He said looking good for 54. He did everything to try to keep that little smile in. It's okay. Take the compliments. He does look very good for 54.
No, I drive. I drive medical transportation and drive for a daycare as well.
Okay. Say so. Wipe your screen.
What's your
All right,
shirt?
hold on. I ain't got no, no Windex. Is that better?
That's better, I think. All right. So we got Carl, St. Louis, 54. You have any kids?
Yep, got a lot of them.
What's a lot?
I got seven
Seven
that I know
kids.
of on paper.
Papa was a Rolling Stone.
Something like that.
How old are your seven kids?
The first two, 34 and 33 this summer. The second two, uh, 24, well, 25 and 22. And one of them is one, the 22-year-old graduate college next week. Then the last two, well, last one and one, I'm doing them by marriages and baby mamas.
Sir. You gave me four ages. I need three more ages.
Okay. Uh, 20, 18, and 31.
So you missed 31 earlier. So it's 34,
Yeah,
33, 31, 25, 22, 20, and 18.
yeah, yeah.
By how many women?
Five.
All right. Have you ever been married?
Yep.
How many times you been married?
Three times.
Three times. When did you get divorced last?
2008.
Okay. Was it one of your children's moms?
Yeah.
Okay. And what's your zodiac sign, Carl?
Aquarius.
Aquarius. Now let's get into it, Carl, child. We got Carl, St. Louis, 54, Aquarius. He's a driver for medical transportation, also daycare. Dad is seven. My birthday's May 7th. He got seven keys by
On paper.
five women. He was married to, were you married to three of your baby mamas?
Yes.
Married
Yeah.
three
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
And what kind of woman are you looking for now, Carl?
No, I don't. I mean, I done had it all. You know what I mean? Looks has never been a thing. It's not a dark skin, light skin, dark skin, tall, short. That's never been it. The whole thing with me was, and I gotta look at myself. I was arrogant. I was an athlete. Couldn't tell me nothing. I just did everything I wanted to do, and the women let me do it. Um, but it came a time where, of course, everybody got their wall. You know what I mean? And I just think I ran through everybody's wall. So it's like at this point in the game, I just need peace because the looks, the money, it's cool. It's a bonus. It helps. But if all they doing is nagging about what happened yesterday or last week or last month, I mean, I'm just gonna get a nagger, and I'm too old for that shit. You know what I'm saying? I got grandkids. I ain't got no energy for nobody nagging. Just give me peace. And if you don't make this much money or that amount of money, that's all right. We can figure something out. There's a lot of ways you can make money these days. It ain't one way. So the money is cool. I don't make a lot of money, but I do good for myself. Like I can eat at Roof Chris and what I can fly wherever the hell I want to, whenever I feel like it. But if your ass asking me to fly you out, Yeah, yeah. That's where they lose me at. They be like, oh, this motherfucker 50 something. This guy is 50 something years old, so he should be able to do this and do that. Nah, that's where I lose him at, right there, right at the money.
Right at the money. So when
So, what it sounds like to me is, um, and I could be wrong, and some of y'all call me out if I'm wrong, that he sounds like he's not where he wants to be in life. He doesn't want to, do anything for a woman. I mean, he didn't say that. I won't put words in his mouth. He said, if you want me to fly you out, it ain't happening. I guess that doesn't necessarily mean that he's not doing well for himself, but let's just keep on listening to what he has to say before I even start saying stuff.
they try to ask you for money, that's when you don't talk to them no more. Wouldn't even
What?
talk anymore. Sound like Boys to Men starts playing.
I
Wouldn't
mean,
even
yeah,
know what
exactly.
we argue about. You start singing.
Kendra,
You start singing Boys to Men when they ask you for money.
Over the years, I've used my kids. I'd be like, hey, I'm just an Uber driver. I ain't got no money. I'll make up any story. Flat tire, transmission. I just feel like
Wait,
this.
now these women you dating or this is your woman?
I don't see this. So, see, that's another thing. I don't, anybody that I never married and that I didn't even live with, I don't really count them as my woman. They were just something to do. I'm just being honest. And I don't give a shit if we was something to do for 5 years, 11, 10, whatever. If we ain't live together and share our names on a piece of paper, deed insurance, blah, 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 car notes, insurance, all that. If we ain't did that, you was never my woman. You was just a chick that was in my face for that moment. That's for real.
that's
Well,
understandable,
let
I
me ask
guess,
this.
but
So, are you saying you only consider the three women you married your women?
Yeah, cause we shared everything.
Now,
No, I did
now,
live with another woman, um, for a few years, and we shared everything. But if we ain't shared nothing, you can't never say you my woman because you ain't made no sacrifice, and I can't never say I was your man if I ain't make the ultimate sacrifice.
okay. So, just for we won't stay here long. Did
Okay.
you tell these women that now you're saying are not your women at the time they were like, and you were in a committed relationship with them?
Every day, every day,
So,
and
so
they
you was, so you was a committed relationship with them, but in your mind,
these be the man that asks for peace. The first thing he asked for was peace. The first thing he complained about is people nagging. But what type of energy are you bringing to the party? What type of energy are you bringing to the table? Because it sounds like a mess.
they wasn't really your woman.
no, I never was in a committed relationship with them.
But
And
why
this
did you
and
tell them that? Okay, so why did you tell them that you was?
No, I never told him I was. No, no, no.
Oh, okay, okay.
No, I'm saying I never
Okay.
considered that. Now I've dated and met all kind of women. They come in and out my whole life. But as far as my woman, nah. I only had three wives and one fiance. That's it.
So now we got here because we were talking about money. So
Right.
basically, unless a woman lives with you, she shouldn't ask you for money.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
So if you're dating a woman for a year and she falls on hard times, she shouldn't think to ask you for money.
Now that's a little that now. No, that's not true. Now I have done that for certain type of women, but those women we had a good understanding. Even though we weren't a couple, we didn't live together, but we had understanding. So that
Mhm.
woman I allowed a couple women here and there. I've allowed, I've had to, I'm not to say loud like that, but I've left the door open for them to ask me 50, 100, 300, stuff like that. Or if like I hit a bonus here or bonus there, then I'll be like, hey, I just got this blah blah thousand, and I said, what you want? And they may say some crazy number. Let's say they said 2,000, and I might give them 1,500. But those situations are rare. Those aren't everybody that, what I'm saying, give me the 3 minute exercise. That's just certain type of women, not everybody. Not everybody gonna get something out of me.
So she hit you up and say, Daddy, I need $800 to get my hair done.
Wait, hold on. A woman or my child?
A woman.
No, you said daddy, so I
I
don't.
know, but some women like to call their men
No,
daddy.
I don't do that. I never done that. I mean, I had my first daughter when I was 20 years old, and even see back that's that new stuff. But back in 1990, I was 20. People wasn't saying that stupid shit. I mean, it is what it is.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like that either because I have a
So
father.
over the
So
years,
okay. So for not the sake of confusion, I'm a role play again to see your response. But like Carl, we've been talking for 4 months now. I need $800 to get my hair done, and I want to go shopping.
all right, let me shoot. I gotta take this car to the shop. I'm trying to let me oh, hey, I'll call you right back. That's exactly be my response. And it'd be over with. And they could be in the apex of like, you know what I'm saying, exercise. But I get that up, man. Man, listen, man. Because I feel like this, Kendra, and this is real talk. If I'm gonna take care of a woman at this point in my life, right? Which I never have in my life, but if I do it at this juncture, if I'm gonna do that, I might as well move with one of my daughters and just tell them don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? And just if I want to play around, go to a hotel. If I'm gonna do that, I might as well be super granddaddy. My grandkids love me to death. I'm not finna take care of no grown woman. No, I ain't never believed in that. I don't. That's crazy.
Let me ask you this. We'll move forward. You're 54. Do you feel like this is something new, or women have been asking on like all your dating lives, or do you see a difference in the recent years?
Well, I'll say this. I say the last. I'm gonna say probably since 2022. I've heard it and seen it more than I ever have in my life. It's
Okay.
crazy,
All right.
but
Because y'all are the target to some of these women, and I won't say that he's wrong for this because everybody has their preference. No, you're not entitled to give anyone your money, and if he's not going to give it to you and you want somebody who is going to give it to you, move along to the person that is going to do it. But I won't say he's wrong for thinking like this, you know?
All right.
it's a copycat world. Which is what do you know?
Let's keep going. So I forget where we at. So does the woman have to make a certain amount of money?
No, I just want her. It's. I'm gonna give you an example. It's not about the money because I married millionaires, and all my ex-wives, they do very well, very well. Now and then. But here's the deal. This is where I'm at, and this is the honest to God truth. So if I'm at 2,000, you at 2,000, that's 4,000, right? Now, if one of us either we move in here, well, this I don't own this house, but I'm just giving you an example. If we move in one of the places, now extra 2,000, we can put that in the slush fund, and then because we still paying 2,000. But see, these women they look at things, or some men, and I ain't mad at him if he got it. Hey, like Lil Wayne said, it ain't tricking if you got it. I ain't Lil Wayne, so hey, we gonna have to work together. It just is what it is. And even when I was married to all my wives, because I was in college when I married, I was in college when I was dating, I always understood that two incomes is better than one. Now, some may say the man is supposed to be, I get all these rules. People follow whatever they follow. I get it. I never thought that, and I never believed in that. Now, I saw it in my family, but I never believed in that, me personally. But that's another reason why I don't believe in that is because I grew up with godparents who my godmother had a degree. My godfather had a degree. My big cousin graduated from Michigan. He was a basketball player. His wife had a degree. So that's how I grew up seeing my role models. And then of course teachers, principals, your coaches, most of their wives have a degree as well. So if I'm seeing my mentors do that, then why wouldn't I want to follow that when I get grown? I mean, but that's just me. I can't speak for other people.
Okay. Do the woman gotta look a certain way?
No, I mean, I done had them all. So looks I mean, because you think about it. I mean, I got rheumatoid arthritis now, right?
Jesus. He is long-winded. Okay, I see why this video is 34 minutes.
Like I had the body of 5% fat, until I was 36 years old, and then everything changed, and I had to learn how to move and all this stuff all over again. So I know firsthand that your looks can go tomorrow, for real, for real. But just give me a good attitude and an open mind. Don't be like, oh, I don't want to go kayaking. Who does this? Like that shit. That just weird. That I don't even like them after that. Like just stupid stuff like that. Like it's just have open mind, relax. Obviously, if you've never done it, you don't know how it's gonna make you feel because you're right here where you at. So try something new. We here together. Um, yeah.
Okay, okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam, and then I got some paid questions for you.
Oh Lord, I hope it ain't nobody. I hope it ain't nobody that know me. Oh, and I'm 6'4", 220.
6'4", 220. Okay. Um, Carl St. Louis, 54. He drives medical transportation and day for he drives for medical transportation and daycare. Has 7 kids. Are you done with having kids?
Hell yeah, I've been fixed since 2005. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm my fault.
You had a
I ain't mean it
vasectomy.
like that. I wasn't being disrespectful.
You had a vasectomy?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Miss Natural Michelle said, rude, vile, and lack self awareness. Grow up.
Well, and that's the other thing. Like, I'm gonna be as nice as I can. Why do I need to grow up? If I'm not asking you for money, or using you, or using your mama, using your aunt, why do I need to grow up? I'm not relying on anybody but me. I'm who I am.
Okay.
But I'm glad you acknowledge that I'm still a kid. Thank you. Appreciate
Okay. L double I said, since you were the pookie in your marriage, would you get alimony?
it. I was never the Pookie in any point in my life. I've always
But am I missing something? Am I missing something? Because I feel like no, it's not, what everybody wants to hear. Everybody wants a provider. But he's just saying he's not that type. And if he's not that type, then he's not. And if that's what you want, then just move along. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I wasn't paying attention as well as I thought I was because he just letting you know what it is that he wants.
I was an Olympic athlete. I didn't make a lot of money, but I was an Olympic athlete and I had sponsors all the way through.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And I
Robin
did
said if
graduate college.
Robin said if you're broke, just say that.
Okay, I don't make a
Ooh.
lot of money, but I guess would anybody consider broke? You must be broke in the mind because that's all you can think about. See, that's the other issue. People don't realize like, okay, what's the percentage of rich black males? I'll wait for them to put in the comments. That's your
It's
answer.
really it's like it's less than 10% or less.
Exactly. And what is rich in America now? 2 million, 5 million, 10 million annually? Because
Rich is
million ain't really.
subjective. Rich is
Yeah,
subjective to me.
right, right. But let me
Okay.
see some more. Let me put my reading glasses back on
We
because
got a
I'm old.
couple more in that category. Mrs. Pendleton said, honey, he broke anyways, driving Ambuletta. Ladies, he's not worth nobody's time but those kids.
Mm, okay,
Y'all going in on
that's fair.
him.
Everybody got their own opinion, and hey, I appreciate
This is gonna be the last one for now. Bizelle said, OG done talked yourself out of that PUSS.
Never, never. He has no idea. They come and go just like what Gucci Mane say back in the day. Every 15 minutes, they come and
Woo!
go, bro.
Child. He
They've been
said he
coming and
got
going since
options,
I was
child.
14.
Now that I can believe, okay? Because he's not a bad looking man, and that's what every woman said they want. They want 6'4", tall, in shape, and he kind of old. The only thing he ain't doing is giving up the bag. So I believe that he got options. But he put it out there. I ain't giving you no money. And I'm sure he's still going to get people to reach out to him.
He
Huh?
said options. Okay, so when was your last relationship, Carl?
I mean, shit, when I got divorced in '08.
Okay. You don't have, that's right, because if you don't live with a woman, she ain't your woman.
Nah, I ain't just something to do. Ain't
When,
nothing you can't.
you don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask, when's the last time you was intimate with someone?
um, shit, what, 2 or 3 days ago?
Is that woman an option?
Uh, she cool, but I wouldn't be faithful to her, and I told her that.
Why won't you be faithful to her?
It's only certain type of women I'd be faithful to. I've never been faithful in my life. I never had to be. I always did what I wanted to do.
Even when you was married?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have a
I mean,
desire to be faithful?
I travel half the world. I mean, I've been to almost every city in America. I mean, don't nothing phase me. So it's gonna take a lot. Say what?
Carl, this isn't a good selling point. Are you?
Okay, that's fine. Hey, let me tell you something. The same thing I'm telling you is the same way I've been my whole life. And the real ones come to me and they deal with me, and the other ones they can't handle the truth don't. Because you got to think about it, Kendra. Most women love liars. They don't like dudes like me because I don't like them. Everybody fought for the gimmick, and then what happened? 5, 10, 3, 4 years they divorced. But you knew what he was from the beginning, and you dealt with it. And then that's the other. But then that brings me to this one, where a lot of women that I've met here and there, um, or I was smashing, they got 2 or 3 baby daddies, right? And that's cool. I ain't tripping on that. Hell, I got 5 baby mamas and 3 possible. So I mean, it is what it
Wait,
is. But
three pounds? Wait, hold on. Wait. You might have
what?
3 more kids?
All right, so at this point, you still just want to smash? Like, you 54. You done been there. You done that. Like, this is a thing now. When is it going to be time to calm down? When are you done? When you going to be done? That's the question now. You done been there. You done that. You've been doing this. You've been doing that. You don't want to be faithful. Like, you're not where you want to be Well, I'm sorry. He never said he's not where he wants to be financially. He actually is very fine with where he is. He's not rich, but he's fine with what he has going on. And you still are focused on smashing, smashing, smashing. Now I say he's a OG Pookie.
Well, one died. One died. I do know that he got killed about 4 years ago. But that's a whole situation. My life is a little. It's a little wired with the good stuff, but then I got this other ratchet side of me too. But
But
yeah.
but the other two that are they alive? Are you gonna take a DNA test?
Well, okay. So one of them, his mother just died a couple years ago. But we was messing with each other in college. She had a baby, and we didn't get a blood test then. So then when he got grown, she gonna call me and be like, "Hey, one, you left a baby here." So I go over there up in because this is in Michigan. All these kids were left in Michigan. I went and traveled and did what I was doing with my career. But anyway, so I went back, and he or she didn't want to get a blood test or a DNA test. So it is what it is. I mean, and then the other one, this other dude who we was in college with together, she put it on him. So dude paid child support all these years. Now him and the 31-year-old is best friends. But people used to say that they was brothers. Now he looked like me more than the 31-year-old did. Me and the 31-year-old just had a DNA test this summer. And then the last one, number 10, the other boy, him and my
Ooh,
33-year-old
child.
daughter, they're a week apart. So, but she named him after her boyfriend, and he was a street nigga. So he ended up raising him like in the streets, and he got shot in the head about 5 years ago. But I met him when he was younger, and he knew who I was, and he knew who all my family is in Grand Rapids. So it is what it is, man. It's just when you out here, you know what I'm saying, having a lot of sex with different women in your 20s, and you just wilding out. especially in college, shit happens. And women, kids get neglected, or you be a player like I was my whole life. You know what I mean? My kids done got neglected, even though I had custody of three of them. But in the process, when you marry and you move on, you marry, you move on. You know what I'm saying? Those kids were different men. Those kids are in the house by themselves, really. And all you are really, you the chauffeur. You know what I'm saying? You the airline pilot. All you doing is just shuffling these kids around. And that's one thing I can say I regret. Real talk is that I wish I would have stayed with at least one wife, so that every year my kids, grandkids say, hey, we going over daddy and so and so house, or we going over daddy and mama house.
You could still create that life for yourself. Just find somebody and settle down with. Because I don't know what the hell he's talking about right now. I just kind of blanked out on that last part. But okay, let's keep going.
But I didn't. So, me and my kids' relationships, I mean, we think of Steve's, and, people, if some people, I know some people on here from Atlanta that knew me from personal training and boot camp in Atlanta, and they'll tell you my kids was always with me. I mean, up until they all graduated high school to a year and a half ago. So it is what it is. I made my mistakes, and hey, life is life.
Carl. First of all, sorry for your child that passed away. I want to say that first.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna say something, Carl, and
Hey,
I say it with all due respect,
you ain't gonna
Carl.
say nothing to my aunt, and my aunt don't tell me. So
I'm gonna say, well, maybe your aunt said it, so maybe I'm gonna repeat something your aunt has said. And
I'm
if your aunt
sure.
has ever said, Carl, you ain't shit, then that's what it is, Carl. Carl, you ain't shit, Carl. I'm sorry.
Hey, it is what
Oh
it
my
is.
I couldn't get
gosh.
past the money part, but now you telling me you got 5 baby mamas, three in the possible. You ain't paying no light bill, no car,
Oh my gosh.
no. You ain't gonna be faithful. You ain't never been faithful to one woman that you had. You've been even married. I don't give a damn if the woman you been in, if the woman been in your face for 5 months. She ain't never.
I mean, oh man,
Oh,
she done booted me
Carl,
off.
look, me
You
cussing you
booted
out.
me off.
The Wi-Fi. Don't listen. The Wi-Fi trying to save you, but I'm gonna come back. Wi-Fi. You ain't shit, just like Carl, and I'm gonna pick up right where the hell I left off. Wi-Fi. I know you try to save Carl, but Carl got to hear this. He ain't shit for rent, cause I'm gonna tell him. First of all, Carl, what is the only thing you good for, Carl, is if a woman, cause you attractive. So this is your selling point. You a good looking man. So if a woman wants an eye candy, a model, if she want to show up somewhere with an attractive guy, you play the role for that. You probably put it down in the bedroom. If she want good
For
sex,
sure.
you that's those are the only two things Carl got to offer, ladies. So if you hit him up, he gonna look. You gonna take him somewhere. Everybody gonna be like, "Oh, you with a fine man. You can get that." And he probably knock your boots in the bedroom. But that's all
I'll
Carl gonna
fly
do.
him out too. I'll fly their ass out.
Carl on record saying you ain't gonna be the only one. He on a record telling you right
I
now,
mean, if
you're
she can
not his
afford me,
girl
if she
if you
can
don't live
afford
with
me,
him. He on the record telling you right now. And don't you dare ask him for no $20 or you'll never hear from him again. Carl, you ain't shit.
Kendra, you crazy. You crazy in real life. You know that. You cry, I love it. You remind me of my aunt. You sound just like my aunt. I hope if my aunt watching this, she gonna be like, "Why your dumb ass get on there?" She gonna cuss me out. My
But
aunt gonna
here's
cuss
the
me out.
deal, though. Here's the deal. You still gonna get a lot of women because let me tell you why. You know this, true. You got 7 kids. You already
I get
know.
them coming and going. That don't stop.
This is how tall are you again?
6'4".
6'4". You look good for your age.
Oh, and they
You
can Google me. When I'm talking shit, I might as well pop my own motherfucking collar. Carl Brown Olympics. Google me.
but
That'll
ladies, y'all
let you
know what
know who I am and who I was. I'ma always be there.
Let me see.
ladies, but you know what you get into. So, what are 3 flaws you have to work on, Carl?
Really, just I think my biggest flaw is I don't give a damn. Like I don't give a damn if she say no. Like I don't even call back. I don't even try. And if I do try, I'll say something nasty. to her just to make sure she all the way gone. Like I don't care. I do not care if you walk away. I don't walk away from millionaires flat out, and people that know you would tell you that. I don't give a damn about your money. I don't give a damn about your looks. I done had the best of the best, man. But you say something crazy to me, I'm gone. I'm gone, gone.
I believe it.
I mean, I think that, and I never ever, I never said these words, Kendra, and this is real talk, and people never believe me. But I never said, hey, hey, Janice, can I take you out on a date? Hey, can I take you out for drinks? I never had to do none of that shit to get a woman in the bed or to get her be in my face. I've never had to do that. Still to this day. I
So
just
you
have a
got married. So
conversation.
how did you pursue your wives?
We was fucking. We was kicking it. And I was like, hey, what you want to do? What you want to do? All right, well, let's get married. Shit, my last wife, I told her I was doing an interview. This is no lie for the Detroit Free Press. And it's in the interview, so that's why I ain't gotta lie. Everything I say is on paper. But um, I was like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm getting married to Dr. Shaver, and and she back there in the background, on the side, and her head got up, and the lady that was interviewing me looked at her and said, "Is this?" She had her, back then they had to pay. She said, "Is this true?" And she looked at me and started laughing. She said, "Carl Brown, you make me sick." Yeah, we get married, and I kept doing the interview. Like my first wife, man, we have been off and on since college. I met her in '89 in Columbia, South Carolina. That was my man. I mean, I would tell people about black colleges. That was the worst. Well, I'd say it was an eye-opening mistake, but uh, legal wise and college eligibility wise and money wise, it was the worst mistake to go to.
All right, he long-winded. He too long-winded for me. Okay, um, but let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like I said, he gonna get him. He gonna get him. Okay, I believe him when he says he gets him. Okay, but let me know what y'all think about him in the comments, and I will see you guys next time.